Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadden back again with another free Wednesday stock review from Real Life Trading Australia. Guys, this is the last week. We are halfway through the second week of the free week. If you have not yet joined, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au, click on this little free week link and scroll down to the bottom and get yourself RSVP'd for the trading room. I only do this, I only open the trading room twice per year. So if you guys would like to quote unquote try before you buy, you can join our trading room for free for the next 3 days. So make sure you do hop on over there and get yourself registered for that particular event. It's been an absolutely crazy bonanza event. I've been sharing a lot of wisdom and a lot of different strategies and a whole bunch of knowledge with the whole team. It's been absolutely fantastic. So thank you to everyone else who has subscribed and joined Real Life Trading. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the broader market. So the SPY. Now, the SPY, guys, we are struggling, as you can see, to create a higher high right now. We did get some previous low volume just yesterday, and if you have a look at how we traded today, realistically, guys, we've just been trading sideways for the last 3 days. I mean, if you have a look here, on this day we opened here and we closed just here, then we opened here and we closed here, we opened here, we closed here. So guys, we are in a very, very sideways market, also at these all-time high levels at the SPY. And a lot of the stocks are currently at big, massive lows. So a lot of what we are doing is very non-directional, or at least very cautiously bullish at this stage. So if you are in profit on a lot of your trades, probably just look to peel some profits off the table, and look to lock in some gains. Here's the E-minis. Now, as you can see here, we are still getting a little bit of price rejection from this trend line. Back here, I did draw Mr. Squiggles saying we'll most likely trade up and then roll back down. Still makes a lot of sense to me on the E-minis. I do think we will head down a little bit lower. Now, in the first week of the free week, we did get into ticker symbol RUN, which is Sunrun Incorporated. We did set this up. I was mentioning that we will most likely get a little bit of a pullback. This is where we got triggered into after these 2 bullish days here. And up 11.5% just yesterday. Had a nice little pressure building the last week or so at the 200 simple moving average, and on the longer term moving averages, on the weekly chart and the shorter term moving averages, you can see we're just bouncing straight off this 50 EMA. So looks fantastic. Going to be holding this one a little bit longer by the looks of things, and look to profit on RUN. Got into EDP as well, EPD. Now, if I just turn on the 10 EMA basic swing trade, we did get into this particular trade based on the swing trade, the 10 EMA swing trade strategy. We did get a signal to buy, and we did get triggered into this on a small pullback. Our stop is all the way down at 21.50, so we've still got plenty of room for this trade, but looking for some nice volume to come in, a little bit more pressure building at this 50-day EMA, and then I expect this one to slowly move higher. But EPD does look good. We have been in a bullish trend for quite some time, and a very healthy trend at that. I do expect this one to go higher. Here's the ASX 200. Now, I have been mentioning that it is looking very, very weak. Pretty much every day every day this week, we have just been bearish. So every time we've gapped up, so we closed here, we opened here, and we faded all day. And as you can see here, we've just been in a nice little consolidation and distribution phase up here at these particular levels. Long-term moving averages, we are coming back into the 100 simple, which could potentially bounce, but if we do get a pullback, it will be very, very interesting to see where the broader markets or the ASX does go. Now, here's Xero, ticker symbol XRO. I know a lot of you traders out there have been watching this one. I did mention this back here was a very nice buying location. If you did get into that and you took that analysis as an opportunity to buy straight off this volume, absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys are profitable on the trade. Now, where we are right now on this particular trade, guys, if I just show you this particular resistance range that we are struggling to close above, you can see this right here. This is a level that you want to be watching. Most likely, this is what I expect to happen, guys. I expect us to reject this price, pull back down to around 117.50, or aka the 200 simple moving average, look to find some more volume, and then from there I would look to bounce. We are also at the 100 simple moving average, so there's obviously going to be a little bit of resistance at that particular level as well. And just given that the broader markets is looking quite weak, I do expect XRO to pull back just that little bit more. Here's APX. Now APX, I did draw this particular green buying zone a while ago, and we are still looking a little bit bearish. This particular H pattern that we've got going on here, guys, could potentially turn into a double bottom. I don't think it will though. We'll just have to wait and see how this one goes. If you take a look at the weekly chart, we have rejected the 200 simple moving average on a weekly chart, and I think that if this level breaks, guys, we're most likely just going to come trading all the way back down to $12, and from there I'd simply just be looking for the volume to start to kick in. This is the reason why I don't think that this is going to bounce here. We're not getting that much volume coming in here, and a lot of people are just starting to get out of their trades and either take their profits or cut their losses very, very short. This was a previous COVID low, and as you can see back here, we did get a lot of trading activity and a lot of increasing volume to keep this stock moving higher, and right now that is currently not happening. So be very cautious on App Unlimited, guys. APX does look very, very weak right now. Here's crude oil. Now crude oil is currently just in a consolidation phase, just slowly going sideways. I do expect this to be pretty choppy over the next week or two, but for the most part, guys, I think we're just most likely going to trade sideways. Shorter term moving averages, we're stuck in between all 10, 20, and the 50 EMA, just squeezing right now, building that pressure to either go higher or lower. If we get a push lower, we'll most likely come back down to the lows at around 58. If this level breaks, we'll come down to the 100, but most likely, guys, we're just going to keep on building that pressure on crude. Here's gold. Now gold having a pullback. As you can see here, I did mention gold was looking a little bit bearish, a little bit weak. We did come up and reject the 20 EMA. Once again, this has happened just a few times in the past, of recent days, of recent months, I should say. And gold right now trying to find a support at this particular support level. Take a look at the weekly chart. And the longer term moving averages, we are coming back down to the 100 simple. Still not that much volume coming in, so this one could be a very, very slow mover on gold. Most people are probably moving their money into a lot of cryptos at the moment and staying away from gold as it's just a little bit more volatile. And last but not least is the Aussie dollar. Now Aussie dollar, as you can see here, the Aussie dollar is trading a little bit sideways, still at this support level. Haven't broken down to go lower. Volume looking extremely weak, so we could potentially just stay here and go sideways. But the fact that we have broken down below this support and then retested, there's a pretty strong chance that we are actually going to head that little bit lower on the Aussie dollar. Alright guys, I'll be back on Friday, and remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, click the link below and click on the little bell so you get notified every time I do have a stock review. And if you also want to join real life trading, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au and you can join the trading room for $159 per month. Super cheap. Cannot wait to have you guys there in our community. Alright guys, I'll be back on Friday with another real life stock review, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.